The 29th of January, 1983. A frigid day. Bitter, biting, and dismal. Dr. Hans Stiegliefsen was making his way to the hospital in Rochester, New York. For him, the bone-chilling, balls-in-your-throat Rochester weather would prove to be a respite for what was to come. The good doctor first survived a horrible plane crash, the only survivor where he made his way out of a mountainous terrain, surviving an avalanche, and was nearly mauled to death by a Bengal tiger that had escaped from the local zoo. The good doctor, devoted despite all of these fracas events, still found his way to the local hospital to deliver his promise and a new child into the world. And when he looked upon the child, he realized this demon was now loose.
I wish I was bite by the tiger, but I wish.
Having never forgiven himself for his part in begetting the world its most devious horror, Dr. Hans Stiegliefsen quit the practice, vowing never to practice medicine again, and converted to Mexicanism.
Yeah, get along with yourself.
It's ready, Dad.
It's good.
Thank you.
Gotta get your damn haircut.
You never told me my hair looked good when it was long.
What? What did he say?
He said you never told him his hair looked nice when it was long.
Yeah. Who's got the picture where you got all the grandkids with their white shirts? Who's got that
He
picture?
just hit me.
All right, go.
You
What's
got
the
it?
guy's name?
Powder Grayskull.
Power Grayskull.
Two-man.
He-Man. Remember when he came down from the street?
What?
Oh, he was so cute. Was it Halloween?
Yeah.
And he came down in his little Power Grayskull outfit, his little He-Man outfit, and he went over to Grandma, and I was coming down the stairs on Whitney Road, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, Michelle," whips out his the power of Grayskull. He was so cute.
No, I have the power.
Or I have the power. I mean, if that's funny, it was funny to us when he was
It was
little.
a Thundercats thing too, I think.
Was he wearing clothes at the time?
Yes.
I was in the delivery room, so I have the very first memory. And right from the get-go, Frank was a cute little baby.
Hey, look what he turned into.
Yeah.
He fooled us.
My first thought when I had Frank was, oh my gosh, what a cute little guy. He was 6 pounds, but he had this weird little thing on his head and I didn't know what it was.
Bink!
There's this little red spot on the top of his head up here. And I was very concerned about it. He also had a little bit of hair on his back and I wasn't used to seeing a baby with hair on his back. I had asked the doctor what that round red thing was on Frank's head, and he called it a strawberry. Well, I've never heard of a strawberry. What is that? And he said, as Frank grows, it'll go away. Well, as Frank grew, it didn't go away. When he was about the age of 3, 4 maybe, I think it did finally go away, but I was very concerned about this little red thing, and my perfect little boy had this red thing on his head.
It's the mark of the devil, right?
I don't know what that is.
And I was hoping that he would grow up to be a nice young man.
Despite the horns.
Mm-hmm. And,
Exactly, yeah.
I remember him running around as a toddler, getting into mischief, doing all kinds of stuff to test his young parents. And
Normal kid stuff.
yeah.
I think first time was like what, 4th grade when I babysat him that summer here.
First I remember him is I woke up and was sleeping on my freaking couch.
Frank?
Yeah, downstairs at his house.
You didn't know him before that?
I don't know if I did or not.
Oh, he was here, you mean? Because
Yeah, like
Tammy had
she-
dropped him off because I was watching him that
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, there's this guy sleeping on my corduroy tan couch, and it's Frank.
It's pretty excellent.
The party hat?
That's gonna be really
Did you
good.
get the hat in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Frank was playing football. We had the blue uniforms. This is football like in America, football. We had the blue uniforms, but Frank handed the ball to the guy in the white uniform. Remember that, Adam?
I remember that.
You remember that? Don't hand it to the other team, Frank.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Were you coaching?
I don't know. I just remember Frank coming over, opening our refrigerator, asking my wife if she had been grocery shopping. I get that memory. I don't know. We used to see a lot of them. It was just his overall young stupidity, I would call it, that amazed me.
I decided to skip school. And I don't know if it was, I don't know, Frankie was on the couch and he was, you know, just being a little asshole bugging me and my buddies. And, Frank, get out of here. Hey, Uncle John! Uncle John! Hey, Uncle John! You know, and me and my friends who were with me there, still talking about that to this day. You know, about Frankie being, you know, just a cute little kid, and you know, so we'd kind of pick on him and you know stuff, but you know, we didn't pick on him. What do you pick on him?
I remember when he first got his, I think it was his permit. He was taking me, I think, to get ice cream. And I think he had just gotten, it was his license, his license.
Jim had asked him to come over, and Frank said that he was watching his little sister. Jim said, that's okay, put her in the car seat and just come over. So Frank had proceeded to put McKenna, his little sister, in the car seat, decided to back out of the driveway. At the same time, the next door neighbors across the street had guests at their house.
And he was backing out of our house with me in the back, and he got in an accident, literally not even outside of the driveway. Someone across the street, they both backed into each other, and I was in the car.
Backed right up into each other. Frank thought he was in horrible trouble with Jim because Frank's little sister was in the car.
Was there a lot of damage?
No, there was not a lot of damage.
That's good. And she was fine.
And she was fine.
Not in that order of importance, but.
Alright, so I think the first memory that I have of Frank was actually in like youth basketball when we played for Walworth Rec basketball. I remember going to a tournament at Palmac and Frank going up for a layup in warm-ups and coming down and twisting his ankle and like hobbling off the court. But the kind of funny part about that was that he had borrowed the sneakers that he was wearing because he had forgotten his sneakers. He borrowed a pair of sneakers from Adam Luke, who wasn't wearing those sneakers because Adam had turned his ankle in the same pair of sneakers, and then Frank ended up, I think, throwing the sneakers away after the game.
Stop. Stop. Alright.
The first time I met Frank, it was at BJ's, and I've never seen somebody with that much toilet paper at one time. Like, I can't even comprehend why someone would need to buy that much at one time. Of course, it all became clearer a bit later. Frank doesn't know how to wipe properly. I mean, you gotta see it for yourself. I don't understand how someone can get that much poop on one hand. it's almost like his brain doesn't work in the way to, like, you know, do it normal. Because I'm sitting there doing it weird. Well, one time I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street with Frank, and I don't know if it was really a funny story, but he kept saying that he thought Freddy Krueger had, like, a lot of really good ideas, but that was before the parents even burned him in the furnace.
Let's see. I remember every single year for my birthday, he would try to smash my face on whatever birthday cake I had. One year I think it was still cold, and then he still tried smashing my face in it, so it didn't really so I just hit the cake. I think it was an ice cream cake. So I smashed him with 3 eggs. Pretty sure it was my 12th birthday. So, pretty good time.
Because Mom used to come and drop him off, before she went to work. She started at 7 or something, so it was really early. So he'd come really early, sleep on the couch for a while, and then he'd wake up when we woke up.
I once shit. You're editing the shit out of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It used to be called a Frank steamer until he gave one to all of Cleveland. He's got kitty litter breath.
I've always looked at Frank in pictures and thought, he's a good-looking boy because he's my son.
Oh, I used to love the Squeeze. He used to love Squeeze-Its and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
he would just sit in his basement and for hours play Sonic the Hedgehog and drink Squeeze-Its and eat Cheetos.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know what, as soon as he sees this, he'll know who it was, because we laugh about the story since then. But yeah. Alright, so the first time I went to a football coaches clinic, I went with a bunch of coaches that were a little bit older than me, and it was at Turning Stone, the casino. And everybody turned in at about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I just wasn't ready to turn in yet. But I had heard from down the hallway there was a party going on. So I go down and I knock on the door, and I ask if I can come in and hang out with those guys, because they were really young people. So I go in, I'm 22, 23 at this point. So go in and have a few drinks, and I start talking to this girl, and this is before everybody had a cell phone, and I had a cell phone on me, and she said, "Hey, can I borrow your cell phone? I want to make a phone call." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." So she takes my cell phone, and she types in the numbers, and up pops Frank's number on my cell phone. She was calling Frank, and she looked at me, and she said, "How do you know Frank?" I said, "How do I know Frank? How do you know Frank?" And it turns out that, and God, I wish I knew her name, but it was some girl that he had dated when he had gone off to college, freshman year, and she thought that he had sent me there to keep an eye on her, and I was there to spy on her, which was completely not the case, but it was kind of a funny, ironic type of thing to happen.
So we were out for someone's birthday one night, and Frank had a couple too many drinks, and he said, I really got to sleep on your couch tonight. I really got to sleep on your couch. I said, okay. So he slept on our couch. Next day, he's like, "Do you think I could go get my car?" So I said, "Sure. Hop in my car. We'll go down the street, pick up your car at the bar." So we're driving and we're at a stoplight. And he's like, I don't think I feel so good." And then all of a sudden, he just started projectile vomiting out the passenger side window as we're driving down. And then he stopped. We stopped at another light, and he opened the door and got sick again. And he goes, "Do me a favor and pull in this house right here." And it was like this mansion on East Avenue. And at that point, he had covered it all on his shirt. So he had his shirt taken off, and he was in some guy's front lawn while the kids were watching cartoons at 9 in the morning, vomiting in their front lawn. And his glasses were all crooked. He had puke all over himself. And I could just imagine the people looking outside from this beautiful mansion going, "What the hell is that guy doing at 9 in the morning, puking with his shirt off in my front lawn and his glasses crooked?" That was one of the good Frank stories.
Dad, you're up.
You're next.
Hey, Pokey.
He can't hear.
Yeah, no, he...
Yo!
Squat, Dad.
He has his own,
Agenda.
his
His own drum.
own
Oh,
time
good
zone.
God
Can't change
Almighty,
it for
yeah,
anybody.
amen to that.
He doesn't remember to turn off the lights.
Dude, you leave a room? Shut the lights off.
Okay.
Good to go. Yep.
So I'm back with another Frank story.
There you go.
We had 3 sons. Mrs. Luke and I had 3 sons. And Frank, I consider to be our 4th son. So we had some issues many years ago with our septic system in the backyard. And actually, I told all 4 of my sons, don't go back there and play. And the next thing I know, they're walking up towards the house, and Frank is just covered in black sewage. And I said, Frank, have you been back there playing? And he gave me just this stupid look on his face. He said, no, I haven't been back there. Well, I knew that son of a gun was lying to me.
But Frank's one thing that he always would do, and still does, I believe, is put his hand in the front of his pants.
He could be just a little more neater with his clothes. Instead of throwing them all over, I got a sock here and a sock here, underpants there. Just, that's all. Just two.
You know, the man dry heaves at the drop of a hat.
We had a limo, and Tracy started puking, and then Frank started puking because Tracy was puking. It was like a chain reaction. There was just puke everywhere. It was really gross.
In the limo?
It started in the limo, but then it moved to the sidewalk.
When he was about 13 years old, between the age of 13 and 14, it was Halloween, and he decided to dress up.
I wasn't around, but I remember hearing the story of him dressing up for.
Was that the dog?
I remember my brother dressing up, hearing the story of my brother dressing up when he was like 13 or younger as a girl for a Halloween party.
He took one of my nice dresses, a nice black dress, put that dress on, did his makeup, did his hair, spiked his hair, and put on a beautiful necklace. We went to a Halloween party, and there was a bunch of boys who my girlfriend had a little brother, and they were about 15, 16. They were out in the garage, and they wanted to know who that hot girl was that was at the party. Lo and behold, it was Frank.
Apparently the guys there actually thought that my brother was a woman and tried hitting on him. So I think that sums him up pretty well.
And did he know about this at the time?
Yes. He was embarrassed, didn't know what to do, but he played along with it. He was very good about it, and in the end, the boys were not too happy to find out that was a boy.
What did you think? Did he make a good-looking woman?
Oh, yes. He played the part very well.
Well, the thing about Frank is he's a really good kisser, but his back, when you hold his back, it's like loose.
Squishy.
It's like a beanbag, like how the cover is loose on the beanbag beans. That's what Frank's back skin is like on his skeleton.
I just remember his dreads. The Yeah. normal dreads.
That's when he wasn't allowed in our house when he had his dreads, or he wouldn't let him come over.
Oh, really? He wouldn't let him come over?
So get the hell out of here.
He wouldn't let him come when he had his dreads.
His dreads and his piercings.
Yeah.
I guess my main thought was when he showed up with the piercings and the dreadlocks, I told him, get the hell out. People like that don't come over here. And he just gave me that stupid look that he always used to give me. And he wanted to know why. And I said, Frank, look at yourself.
Another nice signed it before he died. my job with the Huffos.
Maybe,
Frank is like this bench. Hard, sturdy. About as smart as this bench, too. Comfortable. But not so comfortable that you want to sit on it for too long.
I remember Frank and I went to our first concert together out in Buffalo. We would see the Offspring, and afterwards we went back to this house and we had some drinks, and we weren't even of age at the time, so Frank didn't really know what vodka tasted like. And it was quite a cruel joke, but instead of giving him shots of vodka, we gave him like a mineral oil laxative. So he had about 12 shots of laxatives, and he said he was crapping orange for like 3 days, uncontrollably, running to the bathroom. He never forgave us for that.
oh my God, that's brilliant.
And I'll tell you, I know only really one, and that is that before he moved to England, he had a little home. He had a little home, and most people don't know this, and this is what's great. But he lived in a place that's not so bad. I've seen some other places he's lived, and comparatively, I mean, this was paradise. Yeah, he lived right here. Isn't it beautiful? It's so tranquil, and yeah, that's what I would have to share with you.
We used to drink 40s under the bridge. That's when he met his boyfriend Carl.
What about the years that he had boyfriends?
Oh yeah, that. We found out that Frank was gay when he was, I think, 17. I think that's why he wanted to move to Oswego, because he came out. I remember my mom and I found all the porn stashed under his bed. So that's when we really knew.
His boyfriend's name was Carl?
Yeah, it was Carl. Carl was his first lover.
And he lived under a bridge.
Yeah. Bridge.
You don't have to drink it, but for production value, I just wanted to
say something to Frank.
Yes, I want
drinking 40s under the bridge.
Yes, I want you to talk about your time drinking 40s under the bridge together and your relationship. That
Frank.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. All right. Give me a countdown. Give me an action.
And go.
So, Frank, this is to you. This is to me and you onto the bridge, drinking 40s. We had some amazing times, man. Like, we went down, we drank, and we had great times under the bridge, just living and drinking and being life under the bridge. And this is to you, Frank, to your marriage. Congratulations, Frank.
That darn aftershave he wears is terrible. I tried to tell him this. I don't know how more subtle you can be.
What do you know what aftershave he wears?
I don't. And I wish I did, because I would stay away from it.
Is he an Aqua Velva guy?
Frank simply sprinkles Aqua Velva on his tits just to save water.
You'll see here an artifact from possibly from his time living here. Who knows? A meal, maybe. I mean, he was living off of small children and animals at the time. But yeah, here we are, really and truly on the wrong side of the tracks.
ahead.
All right, so
Hey, Frankie.
Hey.
Congratulations.
So
we had a story discussing about you that we remember from football.
It was at the Penn State football camp, and Jeremy remembers something to do with like
ice cube, ice cubes.
Pea ice cubes.
Yes.
And here's what I remember of the story was that it was Adam Taylor, Eric Stevens, John Donvito. Was it Wes Hawkins? Was it?
He's probably there too.
But I think Adam Taylor had peed into, or Eric Stevens, could have been either one of them, peed into an ice cube thing. Remember they put the pea ice cubes in Frank's bed.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. So they put it in his bed, and I think like they all got in trouble for it.
They
Like,
did.
I think Frank got in trouble. And then they found out that he really didn't have anything to do with it, but like they were gonna send everybody home, and I think they let Frank stay. If my memory serves me.
That sounds about right. And then Frank, John's dad, took care of discipline or something.
Yeah.
For football practice or
football coach.
Or football coach. Yeah.
So somebody makes pea ice cubes,
Yeah.
puts them in his bed, and then he has to defend himself as to why he's innocent.
If my memory serves me, Adam Taylor ate one of them too. If my memory serves me. Again, that could have been Eric Stevens too. So I don't know.
Well, you see, Frank doesn't have the right technique. He uses one sheet and goes from the back to the front. Wrong. Bad technique. Gotta do a little roll action. Hasn't learned. Like McKenna said, it's a messy situation.
Everybody knows that you're just supposed to lift one cheek and go in from the side. I mean, I'm not crazy.
But we're not gonna let you get shitty anymore. We're gonna show you how it's done. Okay. So first of all, take an ample amount of paper. You're going to want to wrap it in your hand. So see, the fingers are covered completely, accident free. And now McKenna is going to show you the proper stroking.
So it's so easy. You just
So he would come out here at night and just moan, hoping, I guess, for a train to come and just take him away.
What did it look like?
I imagine it was something like, ah! Yeah. I know, because I could hear it from my house. It's horrible. I kept saying, just move in with me, but no. He insisted. Down by the train tracks, under the bridge. That's my home.
Adrian has a word.
How would you describe Frank in one word?
Stupid.
Stupid! I don't think too many people like him.
Some douchebag that I never liked. Cut me off in traffic.
Sadistic?
just smells.
Whatever the hell he was driving thought he owned the road.
Overly sweaty.
Rotten. Greasy.
It's kind of cocky.
Mouth breather.
And you know, every time Frank eats cheese, it doesn't leave his body. It just stays with him. You can almost see it.
Whenever he talks about a subject, he gets like he knows everything.
Dirty. Shifty.
And he goes, "Do you even realize where you come from? That everything in your life brought you to this exact moment in time, right now. Like, do you even think of that?" that everything you've done brings you to this point in your life. That's everything. Any topic, he will talk to you like that about it. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is.
Maleficent. Scrotum-like. Abhorred. Whorish. Dirty whorish.
But he decides to take off his shoes. Frank had the most smelliest feet ever.
A little scary because he sucks communicating when he's 2 minutes away.
Shiftless, lazy, good for nothing.
Stinking of cottage cheese and wieners. Handsome.
Frank doesn't wear shoes in public restrooms.
Childish. Unhygienic.
Dirty, stupid, funny.
Booger eater.
Likes his farts.
Shisty.
Can't read some of these.
Cantankerous. Odious.
Hate Frank Ciulla, fucking bitch.
Dumb. Basically just an asshole to everybody and a know-it-all.
Stubborn.
Flamboyantly heterosexual.
Womanizing.
Pimply. Smells like cat pee.
I think Frank actually drinks hot dog juice. He looks like a hot dog.
Childish. Gross. Hairy.
Narcissistic in duty.
That's good enough, Dad.
That's good.
Some of that is true.
The advice that I would give to Frank now would be to make sure that he and Alana do everything they need to do together before they have a family.
I think they've done it.
I know they've done it. They've done things, they've traveled, but that's because
Biological tick-tock.
once the babies come along, then it's a whole other ball game. Just make sure you do what you want to do.
That's all.
What advice would you
Give
give Frank?
Frankie some advice.
Don't be stupid.
Boy, she tells it like it is, right? That's the bare bones good answer.
My advice for the future for Frank would be, Alana is always right. Just play along with it, shake your head. When Mama's happy, everyone's happy. And that is the truth. That is the truth.
Just remember that Alana's in charge.
Yeah, what are you, stupid? Why are you getting married?
When she's happy, you'll be happy.
I love you, Frank, but as you know, the Ames store has left Ontario, but that's not going to mean much to you because you couldn't go in there anymore anyway.
Frankie is a smart guy.
Always be open, talk, communicate. Always be open with each other. I really think communication is key. So if there's an issue, lay it on the table and deal with it.
As he has been considered our fourth son, Mrs. Luke and I would like to say that we love him. We miss seeing him. We did get to meet his new wife. She was over here about a month ago.
She's lovely.
And she's lovely. So good luck.
We wish you the best, and we're glad that we'll be part of your special day.
I think he should be a good husband, and if they decide to have kids, he should be a good father. And I wish him all the luck in the world.
My advice for Frank If you could be half the man your grandfather is, you'll be all right.
Aww. That's nice, Mom.
Wow. Frank, don't do the mustache. Stay out of the gay bars. Don't get caught going to the gay bars. Buy Harley. And keep doing what you're doing.
Frank, good luck in the marriage. Just remember, if your wife leaves you, it's probably because she found somebody better.
So, advice you might give to Frank.
Die.
Frank, may your flare-ups be infrequent and manageable.
Just do everyone a favor and just, find a bridge and get somebody to throw you off it. Because we all know you don't have the constitution to do it yourself. You're a quitter, and I don't miss you ever. So just I don't even know why I'm bothering with this, to be honest.
As you start this journey down your new set of train tracks, Frank, here's all the best to you. I really love you, and I'm really gonna miss you.
Well, we're gonna miss you, man, but I'm glad that you're happy. Enjoy your time with your wife, and next step, try to have a couple babies. Love you, man. Bye.
Francis, Godspeed to you, sir. Shine on, you crazy diamond. We'll miss you, we'll love you, and we'll want to see more of you. But be good over there. Be the best Frank you can be. We love you, buddy.
Okay. And what's the other thing you want to say?
Peace, bitch.
Is there a train coming?
I believe there's a train coming.
I love you, and I'm glad that you were able to spread your wings. I love you, Frank, and I always will, and I'm proud of you. Good luck, and good luck to you, Alana.
We wish you guys so much happiness, so much luck, so much love. Hope you have a wonderful wedding. Can't wait to see photos, and just wish you so many blessings.
I'm going to miss you, and I'm so glad that I was invited. Bye, Frank, forever. I love you, and I'll miss you.
Just be happy. And each and every day, look at yourself with what you have, and be happy with you.
Don't fuck it up. I feel like I've told you this many times as your little sister. She is the one, and if you fuck it up, I'll probably stab your neck. So.
Well, let me see. He's gone. He's gone!
I don't know, where to begin.
We are North Americans, and for those of you who still think we're from England, we're not, no. We've been on planes and on trains till we think we might die. Far from North America, where the buildings are old and you might have lots of mimes. I hate the feeling when you looking at me that way, 'cause we're North Americans, but if we act all shy, it'll make it okay. It makes it go away. Oh, I don't know, oh, where to begin when we're North Americans, but in the end make the same mistakes all over again. Come on, North Americans! We are North American scum. We're from North America. And all the kids that wanna make a scene here in North America, when all your kids get to read it in your magazines. We don't have those. So where's the love? Where's the love? Where's the love? Where's the love? Where's the love tonight? But there's no love, man. There's no love and the kids are uptight. So throw a party till the cops come in and bust it up. Let's go, North Americans. Oh, you were planning it. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. I did it once and my parents got a pity upset. Freaked out in North America. But then I said the more I do it, the better it gets. That's right, North America. We are North American scum. We're from North America. We are North American scum. We are North American. New York's the greatest if you get someone to pay the rent. Wahoo! North America! It's the furthest you can live from the government. Some proud American Christians might disagree here in North America, but New York's the only place we keep them off the street. Now, we can't have parties like in Spain where they go all night. Shut down in North America. Or like Berlin where they go another night. Alright! You see, I love this place that I've grown to know. Alright, North America. And yeah, I know you wouldn't touch us with a 10-foot pole. 'Cause we're North America. We are North American scum. We are North Americans. We are North American scum. We love North America. Take me back to Saints Man. North American scum. Well, we could be in every one of them right and reverse. North America. Where the DJ gigs on his phone. Here in North American scum. But don't blame the Canadians. Look out, North America.
A la chingada, güey. Órale, vámonos. Vaya con Dios. Recoge yourself, brother. Adios.
How would you describe Frank in one word?
Stupid.
That's perfect.
No, not it.
Stupid.
Get it.
What?
Not
She
it.
said stupid.
Super.
Oh, yeah, tag, you're it.